Hi everybody, this video today is going to cover lesson 1.3, which talks about end behavior. When we talk about end behavior, we are talking about the ends of the graph. Obviously, that's end behavior. And in this class, we will run across a variety of graphs that look different from maybe any graphs you've ever seen before. And so we look at things like we've talked about where is it increasing, where is it decreasing, what's the relative max, what's the relative min. And the end behavior is one more thing that we can look at to see what's happening in the graph. And so when we talk about end behavior, oftentimes it's going down or going up. So when we do this, we want to look at what's going on the left-hand side and then what's going on the right-hand side. And we have a specific way of writing that, and that is like this sentence. This is the end behavior sentence, basically. And I will usually type in this sentence and leave the blanks, and you just have to fill in the blanks, because I think at this point that's a really long sentence for you to figure out. But let me talk about what it's doing. This, for graph A, and here's graph A, we say as x approaches negative infinity. What does that mean? Well, that means as we go, we start here at the origin, and as we go towards the left, towards negative infinity, then what's the graph doing with the y? And remember, f of x is like y, right? So if we move to the left, what's going on with the y? Well, in this case, it's going down. And if it's going down, then we say it's going towards negative infinity. It might help, I don't know, maybe it will, if we put arrows on these graphs and we indicate that this is going up towards positive infinity, this is going towards positive infinity, down here is going towards negative infinity, and down here is going towards negative infinity. So maybe that'll help understand a little bit. Okay, so as we're going to the left, it's going down towards negative infinity. Let's look at if it's going to the right. All right, well, if it's starting at the origin and it's going to the right, then what is the y value doing? Well, the y is also going down. It's also going towards negative infinity. Oops, put it over here. So that's what this says. As x is going to the right, so this is like to the right, and this is like to the left, then f of x, that's the y, is going towards negative infinity, down. So this one is going down on this side and down on this side, and so that's why we have a negative infinity and a negative infinity. All right, let's look at the other example. Same concept. So we are going to start off by looking, okay, as x approaches negative infinity, so as x approaches negative infinity, what is f of x doing? Well, the y is also going down right here, okay? So we're going to say negative infinity. That's a negative already there, infinity. Well, what's it doing on the right-hand side? Well, on the right-hand side, it's going up. And so if it's going up, then it's going towards positive infinity. So this sentence, you need to understand what all these letters mean, and then you need to know how to fill in the blanks. Let's look at a couple more examples. Okay, this one is going down on both sides. Here's my left side, here's my right side. They're both going down. If they're both going down, then on the left side, it's going to negative infinity. On the right side, it's going to negative infinity. Okay, this is one where it's going up over here and it's going down over here. So on the left, it's going up, but on the right, it's going down. And so we can fill in the blanks here and say, okay, as it goes to negative infinity, it's going up. That's positive infinity. As it's going towards positive infinity on the x's, then it's going down to negative infinity. A lot of times it goes to negative or positive infinity, but not always. It can approach a number instead of an infinity. So I'm going to say over here in the margin, end behavior can approach a number or positive or negative infinity. So it can do both. That's kind of messy. End behavior can approach a number or positive and negative infinity. And so if we look at this one, you can see maybe why I'm bringing this up. This one's not going up or down. It's going to the left. And I wish I'd done a different zoom level on this graph, but it's approaching 5. Okay, as it goes to the left, it is approaching 5. Again, because I zoomed out too much, you can't see, but that's where that is. That's what the 5 is showing us. Now, if we go to the right, it's going towards positive infinity. Here's another one. I did a better job on zooming on this one. On the left, it is going down. Down is negative infinity. And on the right, it's getting closer and closer. If we count, here's 5, 4, 3, 2. It looks like it's getting closer and closer to negative 2. These two graphs are a little bit hard to read if you don't have context, but I think you've done exponential before, and how exponential goes down, 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 and gets closer and closer to 0 but never gets there. That's what's happening on these two. It's just this one's getting closer to 5 but never gets there. This one's getting closer to negative 2 but never gets there. Okay, I do not have a place to write down the things you learned, but see if you can find some place to talk about the things you learned. I learned either at the bottom of the page or in the margin or something. And of course, remember, we always want to write questions. So somewhere on the margin, write down what questions you have. And when we come to class next time, we'll talk about end behavior.